My name is Caraline S. I am 11 years old, and I live in Jefferson Hills. The name of my story is Maybe the Untold Story of an Unknown Hero. Auntie sat quietly, expecting me to say something. "So," she said, "what happened in the last couple years?" I peeled my eyes from the hills of her farm outside and I looked into her eyes. "You may want to get comfortable." I sat behind a counter, serving muck-like soup. Based on which name tag they wore, German, Aryan, Polish, or Russian, determined which soup they got. Germans had it best, while the Russians weren't so lucky. When the last person was served, I saw my reflection in the soup. I looked dirty, dark bags under my eyes. The year was 1944, and I was 12. I was taken by the Nazis to a work camp, and I was given the job to work in the kitchen. The only bad things were the reek of the terrible food and the shake I felt when bombs were dropped on the nearby town. "Are you going to eat?" I turned and saw the smile of Anastasia. She was about 19 and was the only person who was nice to me. The girls in my barrack saw me of lower worth because I was Russian and they were German. I don't know where I'd be if I hadn't befriended Anastasia. "Are you just going to stand there?" she asked jokingly. "We have to unload the truck." She turned and I followed. Anastasia stood in the truck and tossed the food out to me. When we were finished, the truck sped off without locking the door. That gave me an idea. I spent the next year planning my escape. I would sneak a ride in the food truck and jump out when I was away from camp. The other girls in my barrack already thought that I was crazy. Now that I was staying up later and waking up earlier than we already had to, they had more reasons to pick on me. Besides that, everything went smoothly, until one day when I arrived at the kitchen and Anastasia wasn't there. I worried more and more as the days passed. Then one day an old woman told me that she would replace Anastasia. When I asked what had happened to her, she just gave me a sorrowful look. I was heartbroken, but I had to do this for her. I was moving so quickly that I forgot all my jitters. There I was, leading the girls from Barrack 12. We took a secret way along the outskirts of camp. Along the way, many girls tripped or collapsed, and I would be the one to pick them up. When we made it to the truck, the sun was rising over the horizon. "Hurry," I called. The truck was ready. I heaved the girls into the truck. When the last girl was in the truck, it sped off without warning, and I couldn't catch it. I heard the cries of the girls. "Maybe! Maybe!" I stared until it disappeared. Then I had another idea. If I stayed there, then I could help other kids escape. So that's what I did. For the next 7 years, I stayed helping other kids. So here I am, 1951, I said to finish. Without warning, my aunt pulled me into a big embrace. I did not want to let go.